Recording? Okay. I'm going to try to correct the independent into integrated. And right after, we do a speaking and then we talk. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so today my correction will be a little fast. Okay, and I will not explain everything I do. Let just my Windows wake up. Good morning, Windows. Okay, very good. Integrated. This is the perfect introduction. Argues that the benefit for the professor's relation to the acquirer of the academic knowledge for thousands of people. Let me put it in blue. So, thousands of people. Whereas the professor states it is not good to professors because a lot of people. Okay, you don't need the N. Are not serious and it not isn't doesn't have importance and value. Okay, you wrote a good much of words. Secondly, the author says it is also a benefit for them because these can receive positive publicity, improving their reputation, then they can receive more donation for the university. But the greatest argues the professor didn't have time for this to record the professor's effort to know there's more that yes, you don't need this one. Is more valuable because it might valuable in the university academic travels and study group. And the author said the benefit for the general to form their own opinion, not superficially, but with deep arguments after listening to the professors on TV program. On the other hand, this is letter D, no problem. The professor defends that in these programs there isn't enough time to be in any to go deep in anything. Only explain what needs for the S. Only for something introductory thing, comma, introductory themes, or briefly this lacks completion. Oh my god. Okay, this lacks completion. Okay, argues that the benefit for the professors is in relation to this lacks a little the fact that they acquire, not here. Something like the fact that they acquire a lot of repetitions. Okay, Anna, for the integrated, very good. You got the arguments right. Okay. For the integrated, I'm going to, where is integrated? Yes, here we go. I'm going to give you 3.5 to 4. Okay. You got all the arguments right. One mistake here, one mistake there. Just one thing, two things I had to correct, but it's pretty good. Let's go to the independent. You wrote 300 words. Okay, in my opinion, people who visit museums are smart intellectual people believe that it is an interesting thing to do in all places that you have opportunity to know. The plural in this, there are a lot of cities with excellent news. First of all, the museums offer a great chance to know and go deep. A verb here.
Not deep only.
Not deep only. You always need a verb. See here. In different histories, for instance, art history, army history, natural, blah, blah. I think these people who appreciate to visit this place, they are intellectual people. They are always learn something new and increase their knowledge. They have, okay. And after, they can talk about many histories in their social group or work groups. They can cause good impressions as they want. as they want. And they always learn something. They always learn something. You don't need to use present perfect because it's something that happened. It's not something that has happened. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Another point that I think these people who often go to museums, they're lonely people and like to travel by themselves. I imagine these people don't like to stay among groups or and travel. And so when I read this video, the first choice is to schedule a visit in the museum. I believe that person wants to spend a long time walking around there and enjoy. You don't need the ing. And enjoy the images in images.
Yes.
Yes, images, but I couldn't understand this. Sounds and taste. I understand that that is a wonderful tool to do alone, and then you can control. Yes, when I was a child, I used to live. You don't need this key here. In a small city, not after 15 years, we moved to a big city. My parents are arts teachers, and when we moved to this big city, we use it to visit. You don't need the city either. Because I used to like visiting classical art museums because everything was done. I was afraid of natural museums because I didn't like them. I remember it now. How I felt here when I saw these animals. It has to go plural. But today I don't have this problem anymore. Good. Yeah. You increase it very much.
And I wrote a lot.
Yes, you increase it very much your independence. Oh, this is your highest grade. Yeah,
Yes.
this is your highest grade in it. Caraca, hein?
Oh.
I've got the power. Excellent. All right. This is your last grade. Okay, you
Okay.
crossed 80 by far, but it's good to look at this grade too, because this is the grade that gets closer. I have to be
Okay.
honest with you. So probably you can take 82, 80. It's something around this year. Okay, now we're gonna do our last speaking. I'm gonna miss you. Yeah, but we're gonna keep on talking. It's like when the
Yes.
other. I keep on asking, hey, oh, and don't forget to send me your grade
Yes, of
when you
course.
when you do it. When you rock in TOEFL, you send
Oh,
me your grade because then. And can you hear a lot of kids crying, playing, destroying the world?
yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. It's here. Um, uh, my little cousins, they have
Mm.
come to visit my grandmother. And
Oh,
little kids are awesome, but they cry, destroy, kill.
yes. Yeah. Cute. I know. No problem.
Whew. Okay, Anna, are you ready?
Oh no. I'm crazy today. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. It's your last speaking. Here we go. Oops.
Number 1. In this question, you will be asked to talk about a familiar topic. After you hear the question, you will have 15 seconds to prepare a response and 45 seconds to record the response. What characteristics do you think make someone a good parent? Explain why these characteristics are important to you.
Begin to prepare your response after the beep. Begin speaking after the beep.
In my opinion, characteristics that I think made someone a good parent, it's a person friendly and to give a good advice. First of all, friendly because it's very good to approach somebody who has these characters and talk a little. It's very funny. It's a very good time to spend with these people. And second, because a person who gives an advice, it's always important to me to hear old people what the experience they people have.
Repeat, please. Friendly.
Friendly. What did I
Yeah.
say?
Uh, fry. Okay.
Fr-
Yeah.
Fry?
Friendly.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Yes. And sweetie, you talked about old people, but the focus should be parent. Okay. You
Okay.
have to say why. Why is a person a good parent? People who are person has to be friendly and give good advice. First of all, the person has to be friendly because it's easy to approach this kind of person. It's good to talk a little. Okay, but how does this help a person being friendly, being a good parent? And the old people, and advice, because I like to hear old people's advice because they have a lot of experience. Okay, but how does this help someone be a good parent? Okay?
Mm, okay.
Yes. Okay, so remember, answer strictly what they ask. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
Depending on the evaluator, he can disconsider or they can punish you very much. You know, I'm
Mm,
gonna go in the middle of the way. I'm gonna give you 2 to 2.5 because we don't know which kind of evaluator you would have. Okay?
okay.
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 Number 2.
Number 2. In this question, you will be asked to talk about a familiar topic. After you hear the question, you will have 15 seconds to prepare a response and 45 seconds to record the response. Some students prefer to work on class assignments by themselves. Others believe it is better to work in a group. Which do you prefer? Explain why.
Begin to prepare your response after the beep. Begin speaking after the beep.
I believe is the best way to work is in a group. First of all, because in a group you can discuss a lot what you think and put your opinion and listen the group opinion, etc. Secondly, because when we work in group, you can learn new things that we haven't learned yet. For example, you can learn something for it's so important for a person, and you increase your knowledge. So I think the best way to work in group.
Good. Good. So give 3 to 3.5. No, I think you would get better than this.
Também acho.
I'm gonna be. I'm.
It's my last day, Paul.
I'm gonna miss you, Anna. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I'm gonna give you. I was a little more pessimistic in this one, so I'm gonna be a little more optimistic in this one. Okay,
Okay.
to balance, to try and be more realistic. I am muting my mic. I am muting my microphone because of the noise around. Okay, Anna. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Number 3.
Number 3. In this question, you will read a short passage, listen to a talk, and answer a question about them. After you hear the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare a response and 60 seconds to record the response. The university's dining services department has announced a change. Read an announcement about this change. You will have 45 seconds to read the announcement. Begin reading now. Now listen to two students discussing the announcement.
Do you believe any of this? It's ridiculous.
What do you mean? Well, it is important to eat healthy foods.
Sure it is. But they're saying yogurt's better for you than an omelet or than hot cereal? I mean, whether something's hot or cold, that shouldn't be the issue. Except maybe on a really cold morning. In that case, which is going to be better for you? A bowl of cold cereal or a nice warm omelet? It's obvious. There's no question.
No, I'm not going to argue with you there.
And this whole thing about saving money.
What about it?
Well, they're actually going to make things worse for us, not better. Because if they start cutting back and we can't get what we want right here on campus, well, we're going to be going off campus and pay off-campus prices. And you know what? That'll be expensive. Even if it's only 2 or 3 mornings a week, it can add up.
The woman expresses her opinion of the change that has been announced. State her opinion and explain her reasons for holding that opinion. Begin to prepare your response after the beep.
Begin speaking after the beep.
According to the announcement, the Diner Service Center will not service hot breakfast food anymore. The woman disagrees because, first of all, she would like to have hot foods and cold foods. Not only cold food, because cold food is healthy too, but warm food like omelette, ham, it's a healthy good food. And secondly, because she said that they didn't save money because they lived to out of camps and buy most more expensive than if it was in the camps. So she disagrees. Tô gaguejando agora.
No, it's completely normal. This is no problem.
No?
No problem. For TOEFL, everybody stutters. Okay? The first argument was perfect. The announcement was perfect, but the second argument was not so clear. You said they didn't eat, they won't eat. It's in the future. If it happens, they won't eat. And then you said they live throughout campus. And this sentence doesn't make sense, okay? They have to leave campus to buy, and it's more expensive. So, Anna, I'm going to give you 2.5 to 3 because only of the second argument, okay? Okay, let's move to number 4. Come on.
Number 4. In this question, you will read a short passage, listen to a talk, and answer a question about them. After you hear the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare a response and 60 seconds to record the response. Read the passage from a sociology textbook. You have 50 seconds to read the passage. Begin reading now. Now listen to part of a lecture about this topic in a sociology class.
This is a true story from my own life. In my first year in high school, I was addicted to video games. I played them all the time, and I wasn't studying enough. I was failing chemistry. That was my hardest class. So this was a conflict for me because I wanted a good job when I grew up, and I knew that if you want a good career, you gotta do well in school. But I just couldn't give up video games. I was completely torn. And my solution was to change my perspective. See, the only class I was doing really badly in was chemistry. In the others, I was okay. So I asked myself if I wanted to be a chemist when I grew up. And the fact is, I didn't. I was pretty sure I wanted to be a sociologist. So I told myself my chemistry class didn't matter, because sociologists don't really need to know chemistry. In other words, I changed my understanding of what it meant to do well in school. I reinterpreted my situation. I used to think that doing well in school meant doing well in all my classes. But now I decided that succeeding in school meant only doing well in the classes that related directly to my future career. I eliminated the conflict, at least in my mind.
Using the example discussed by the professor, explain what cognitive dissonance is and how people often deal with it. Begin to prepare your response after the beep.
Begin speaking after the beep.
According to the text states about cognitive dissonance, and the text says about the contradicts can cause a kind of mental discomfort as cognitive dissonance. According to the professor, she gives his own example. When he was a child, and he used to play video game a lot, and he wants to become a good student, to become a sociology professor in his future. And he lived within conflicts because he liked to play video game, and he thinks about the student, and he charted the perspective and understand what's the better for him.
Oh, and you were doing a good job. A good job. But you have to pay attention to the clock, because you needed to explain a little more.
Yes.
Yes.
I wrote more things.
Yes. So keep your eyes on the clock. My suggestion is Answer with your eyes on the clock. I always answer like this. According to the text, the cognitive dissonance is a mental discomfort that people have when their beliefs are different from their behavior. Because if you don't keep your eyes on the clock, you can lose time, You can lose
Yeah.
track of time. And it was a great answer. But you didn't explain just the ending. That was that he reinterpreted his situation and he thought he didn't need chemistry for his future, and so there was no problem. You just missed it you needed 5 more seconds.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 2.523. Okay? Whew, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Number 5. In this question, you will listen to a conversation and answer a question about it. After you hear the question, you will have 20 seconds to prepare a response and 60 seconds to record the response. Listen to a conversation between two students.
Hey, Marnie, what's wrong?
Oh, I'm just struggling about what to do. I won an award from the Creative Writing Institute for a story I wrote, and...
That doesn't sound like anything's wrong.
Well, it's a huge honor to win, and there's an awards ceremony they've invited me to attend, which I'm so excited about, and here's what's frustrating. I've got a biology exam that's scheduled for the same time.
Uh-oh. Well, have you talked to your professor about this?
Yeah, she said I could write a 5-page paper instead, and I have lots of ideas and know I could do a good job, but...
But what?
Well, writing a paper would take up so much time, a lot more time than studying for and taking the exam. I have lots of other schoolwork to deal with.
Oh. Or you could have someone else receive the award for you. I mean, go in your place and accept it on your behalf.
Maybe. I'd still get the award and the money that way.
Ooh, you won money too?
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? But anyways, my parents were really looking forward to coming and seeing me on stage, shaking hands with the Institute's president and all. I'd hate to disappoint them.
True. I'm sure they're really proud.
Like I said, I'm still struggling about what to do.
The speakers discuss two possible solutions to the woman's problem. Briefly summarize the problem, then state which of the solutions you recommend and explain why. Begin to prepare your response after the beep.
Begin speaking after the beep.
The woman has a big event that's to you have to stay there, but she has a biology exam at the same time, and she has a problem, and her professor said to her to prepare a paper, to write a paper, but she doesn't have much time. And another solution, if somebody who received for her uh, this homage. In my opinion, I think I will write a paper and try to write almost as possible, and after to send the professor and talk to him about my problem and ask him.
No, it was good. It was good, but keep your eyes on the clock. Don't do this. My suggestion is, do you have a paper? Are you with your paper? Yes.
My notebook.
Yes, hold it near the clock. Because you will have a paper in TOEFL. Hold it
Yes.
near the clock, pararapiriri, because you had just 20 seconds to explain your position, and it was a good explanation, but it's risky. Okay?
Okay.
And just the beginning was not clear. Big event. Do you have to stay? She has to stay or she has to go. I have a paper, how much? I prefer to write a paper and then say write a paper almost as possible. And it wasn't clear too. Okay, but I understood the overall, but some sentences were unclear. Okay,
Okay.
I'll give you the same grade as the last exam you did, 2 to 2.5. Okay, last one. I know it's hard to be evaluated. It's easier to be in my position and say, you can't do this, you have to do that. But I need to play the role of TOEFL and tell you what TOEFL believes. You know, what a
Yeah.
TOEFL evaluator would say to your exam, but you did this, it was not clear, you know? Okay.
Yes. One question. I ask paper all the time if I need.
You can ask for more, yes.
Because I write in all the the
Yeah,
page.
me too. But they give you three pieces of paper, and if you want, you can ask the girl, and she brings. You have to give her three, and she gives you three more. You know?
Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay, Anna, you're doing a good job. Come on, last one.
Number 6. In this question, you will listen to part of a lecture and answer a question about it. After you hear the question, you will have 20 seconds to prepare a response and 60 seconds to record the response. Now listen to part of a lecture in a psychology class. The professor is discussing advertising strategies.
In advertising, various strategies are used to persuade people to buy products. In order to sell more products, advertisers will often try to make us believe that a product will meet our needs or desires perfectly, even if it's not true. The strategies they use can be subtle, friendly forms of persuasion that are sometimes hard to recognize. In a lot of ads, repetition is a key strategy. Research shows that repeated exposure to a message, even something meaningless or untrue, is enough to make people accept it or see it in a positive light. You've all seen the car commercials on TV, like the one that refers to its roomy cars over and over again. You know which one I mean. This guy is driving around and he keeps stopping to pick up different people. He picks up 3 or 4 people, and each time the narrator says, "Plenty of room for friends, plenty of room for family, plenty of room for everybody." The same message is repeated several times in the course of the commercial. Now the car actually looks kind of small. It's not a very big car at all, but you get the sense that it's pretty spacious. You'd think that the viewer would reach the logical conclusion that the slogan misrepresents the product. Instead, what usually happens is that when the statement "plenty of room" is repeated often enough, people are actually convinced it's true. Another strategy they use is to get a celebrity to advertise a product. It turns out that we're more likely to accept an advertising claim made by somebody famous, a person we admire and find appealing. We tend to think they're trustworthy. So you might have a car commercial that features a well-known race car driver. Now, it may not be a very fast car. It could even be an inexpensive vehicle with a low performance rating. But if a popular race car driver is shown driving it and saying, "I like my cars fast," then people will believe the car is impressive for its speed.
Using the examples from the talk, explain how persuasive strategies are used in advertising. Begin to prepare your response after the beep.
Begin speaking after the beep.
The professor gives some strategies about the advertising. she gives uh, uh, two she gives two things that it's important to pay attention in the adversary, two strategies. One of them is the repetition. You can repetition all the time if the product is a good thing. She gives an example when the boy drives a car and the advertise said, plan family in the car, plan friends, it's a good thing and several times. Secondly, it's celebrity they advertise. When you said, for example, you enter in the car is so fast, and you say, my car is very fast.
Okay. Well, you had 3 seconds of silence, and it's hard because you are under pressure and you have to say something. Oh my God, Tofo's gonna kill me! You know, it's hard. It's hard. The second,
I forgot the word strategy.
yeah, calm down. You did well because you thought and then you reset. This is good. Just you can repetition. You can't repeat. Playing friends, playing family, plenty of space for friends, plenty of space for family. Okay? The second is about celebrity, all right? When you enter in the car, I like my car fast. Yes, the idea is that if a famous race car driver makes the propaganda, we believe that the car is really fast. Okay? And some information were not clear. So I'm gonna give you 2 to 2.5 again. Okay? Oh, it's pretty much the grade you were having. Well, if we round up, it's going to be as your highest. You know?
Yes.
Which is oh my God, what did I do? Which is a very good thing. Which is a very good thing. And this is your final grade with me, Anna. So, what's your actual TOEFL grade going to be? Depends. If you were too nervous, you might get near 73,
Yes.
74, 75. If you breathe and get calm and relax on Friday, go out with your husband, take some acai, you know, I don't know,
Yes.
sleep better. Oh no,
Yes.
tomorrow, if you can do that and go on Friday, relax, you know, um, you know, you can take even more than 81. You know, you can take 84, 83. I have to be very honest with you. It's very hard and very uncommon for you to take 100.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if you take 100, it's going to be something very out of our practices. Okay, so it's not probable. It's probable that you take more than 81, but it depends on if you can manage being calm. And not only
Yeah.
speaking, in everything. In
Yes.
everything, you know, being calm in reading, being calm in listening, being calm in speaking, being calm in writing. Because it's completely undeniable how much you have, look at this, how much you have gotten better. You know, it's completely undeniable. Oh, your last test,
Completed what? Completed what?
undeniable.
Undeniable.
Do you understand undeniable?
No.
Inegável.
Okay, okay. I
Okay?
know.
Oh, with me, your final grade, your minimum final grade, 60, mais 12, 72, mais 10, 82, cara. 82 seria a mínima e a máxima. 64 mais 13. 64 mais 13 dá 77. Mais 12. 77 mais 12 dá 89. A sua última nota comigo foi de 84 a 89, considerando os últimos testes de tudo. É provável que você tire essa nota? Pode acontecer. Mas o que acontece? É o que eu te disse desde os primeiros testes. A sua primeira nota vai ser pior. Por quê? Falta de prática e nervosismo.
Isso.
Aí você vai tendo prática e você vai perdendo nervosismo. Você vai tendo prática e vai perdendo nervosismo. Aí acontece. Chega uma hora que você fica menos nervosa para fazer as coisas porque você já tem bastante prática. Mas no TOEFL você estará nervosa.
É.
Entendeu? Então, assim, a sua última nota desconsidera o nervosismo que você vai ter no TOEFL. E a sua primeira nota, ela super considera o nervosismo que você tem agora. Se você fizesse o TOEFL sem qualquer prática antes, essa aqui seria a sua nota. Ou seja, longe pra caramba daquilo que você precisa tirar. Agora, se você fizesse o TOEFL na sua casa, sem pressão nenhuma, essa aqui seria sua nota. Entendeu? Então, é por isso que essa nota aqui é importante. Por isso que essa nota aqui é importante. Porque ela dá uma média do seu nervosismo e da sua experiência, o quanto você aumentou e o quanto você evoluiu. Então aqui, ó, a sua nota média comigo, a minha avaliação é 73 a 81. E eu sempre procuro ser mais pessimista para considerar o nervosismo. Meus alunos costumam tirar mais próximo da mais alta, às vezes até mais.
É mesmo?
É, às vezes até mais do que alta. Deixa eu ver aqui alguns outros casos.
Mas eles costumam tirar, então, próximo da
Mais
alta,
alta.
porque meu medo era que eles costumassem tirar a média, e a média
Não, depende muito, sabe? Ó, a Débora, ela tirou
depende.
102. Vamos ver qual foi a minha avaliação dela. Ela tirou 102, olha lá. Tá? Deixa eu ver outro aluno aqui. André Arthur? Não, esse Arthur aqui não era. Não me lembro. Karen, eu não lembro a nota da Karen. Ah, a Tamara tirou 95. A Tamara ficou muito nervosa. Eu não lembro quanto que eu avaliei ela. Grades. Nossa, ela tirou exatamente a minha máxima. 95. Olha só. Eu te falar, pra você ver que eu geralmente sou pessimista, mas ela ficou muito nervosa, viu? Muito. O Vinícius, eu não lembro a nota dele. Deixa eu ver quanto que foi a avaliação dele. Acho que ele nem chegou a fazer o TOEFL.
Não chegou por quê, gente?
Eu acho que ele não precisava mais. 80 a 91. Eu não lembro a nota que ele tirou, Ana. Mas ele tirou de 80 a 91 comigo. E eu odiava o TOEFL. Ele queria pôr fogo no TOEFL em mim. Abigail. Abigail, deixa eu ver se eu tenho a nota da Abigail aqui comigo. Porque eu tenho TOEFL Study Grades. Abigail tinha que tirar muito. Isso. Abigail tinha que tirar muita nota. Ela queria sair para fora, fazer doutorado fora. Ela queria fazer o doutorado inteiro fora.
Aí é bem mais.
Deixa eu ver se eu tenho a nota dela. Acho que ela tirou 107, mas deixa eu ver se eu tenho a nota dela.
Nossa, muito bem, né?
Nossa, super bem. Mas ela estudou bastante tempo. Ela morou fora.
Isso ajuda
Faz
muito.
muita diferença. Ela morou um ano fora.
Faz muita diferença.
Ela tirou 105. Muito boa nota. E a minha avaliação dela foi de 101 a 108. Tá vendo? Isso aqui foi quase a média mesmo.
Mas também o dela tava mais... A média dela tava menorzinha, né? Ou não?
A Lara, ela tirou... Pra você ver que, geralmente, eu acerto. Não é de sacanagem. Eu não faço isso de sacanagem. Então, quando eu falo assim, eu acho que o TOEFL ia dar tanto pra você, então eu vou te dar um pouco menos. Não é nem de maldade, é porque você tem que considerar que, às vezes, o TOEFL, você vai estar nervoso. Então, comigo você tiraria mais, mas no TOEFL talvez você tiraria menos porque você estaria nervoso.
Senão a gente fica achando que tá com notão e não chega lá, né?
Isso. Olha, a Lara tirou mais do que a minha máxima. Eu dei 102 para ela no máximo. Ela tirou 103.
Olha, gente, mas é muito preciso a sua coisa.
Mas é prática. Tá vendo? Ana Luisa, não é porque eu sou o melhor do mundo em avaliar TOEFL, é porque eu fiz tantas vezes e eu já faço, e eu li tanto, eu estudei o método avaliativo dele, para eu saber como é que avalia, para eu poder fazer isso. Eu não conheço nenhuma escola que faça isso que eu faço.
Pois
E tem
é.
escola cara, porque assim, ó, aí em Brasília tem a Thomas Jefferson, que é quase 1.200 o TOEFL por mês.
Sério, isso tudo?
É sério, é caríssimo. E ainda, a
Deus.
despeito de ser caríssimo, eles não fazem essa avaliação e é de turma. Você vê como é que você faz
É.
com turma, né?
Não, uma vez eu fiz lá no Thomas porque o meu trabalho pagou, mas não era TOEFL, não era comum. Nossa, eu achei horrível, não gostei. A
É,
sala super cheia.
pois é. Não, você me sugere, ó, eu tenho um teacher muito melhor. Mas, ó,
Falando nisso, agora eu posso falar.
ah,
Não, tô brincando. Mas é porque várias pessoas eu comentei e tal, o pessoal, depois me passa o contato dele e tal. Aí eu vou passar. Eu falo, agora eu passo, porque agora minhas aulas vão acabar. Não, mas tô brincando, eu falei que ia passar mesmo. Tem umas duas colegas que estão interessadas e tal. Elas falaram, deixa eu me organizar, mas eu quero.
isso, fala assim, por favor, né? O teacher precisa de grana porque olha, mas olha só mais duas avaliações, ó. Essa aqui é a Babi, ou Bárbara. Eu avaliei de 98 a 105. Ela tirou, eu fechei, eu sou um gênio mesmo. Ela tirou acho que 103. Então, pra você ver, Ana, que eu não tô falando besteira pra você não. E geralmente é próximo dado de cima.
É isso
Entendeu?
que eu vi, que eu acho que todos
Olha lá, ó,
praticamente.
a Bárbara tirou 103, pertíssimo da de cima. Esse Gabriel eu avaliei, ele deu 110, ele arrasou, ele era muito bom.
Nossa,
Eu avaliei
112.
110, o cara tirou 112, sabe?
Eita, foi muito bom.
Essa Thaís acho que ela foi um pouco abaixo, ela ficou muito nervosa, deixa eu ver. 102 a 108, ela foi um caso à parte, ela tirou a mais baixa que eu dei pra ela, ela tirou exatamente a mais baixa lá. Ela ficou muito nervosa. Ela disse pra mim que ela quase chorou no TOEFL, tadinho. Então é o que eu tô te falando, sabe, Ana? Depende de você se respirar fundo. O Gui, por exemplo, ele tirou 65 comigo,
Com
sabe?
você.
Comigo, ele tirou 65 comigo, o Gui. Não, ele
Mas
tirou
e lá,
65 na prova do TOEFL
na
mesmo.
prova?
Isso. Mas eu tava falando com ele, Gui, você precisa estudar o reading and listening, você precisa estudar reading and listening, você precisa estudar reading and listening. Eu falei, Estica, eu tenho tanta coisa pra fazer, mas eu tenho tanta coisa no meu doutorado que eu não vou conseguir. Não vou
E ele,
conseguir. Aí ele não conseguiu, ele não estudou reading and listening. Ele confiou que ia dar certo porque ele estava lá na África do Sul.
e ele
Aí
precisava de quanto?
acho que ele precisava de 70.
Ai, nem era tão alto,
Ficou
né?
tão perto. Olha só,
Ai,
comigo, ele tirava 75 a 85, mas considerando, o speaking e o writing, porque ele fez muito speaking e writing, e o speaking e o writing pesaram na nota. Porque você tá vendo aqui o reading and listening, ó. O speaking e o writing
tá.
pesaram muito na nota. Adivinha só, ele mandou bem no speaking e no writing e se ferrou no reading and listening.
Porque não estudou.
Entendeu? Então, assim, ó, o speaking, pra mim, deu 17 a 21, ele tirou 20. O writing, pra mim, deu de... esse aqui dá de 18, que foi o que ele tirou, a... Esse aqui dá mais ou menos de 18 a 22. Ele tirou 18 no writing e tirou 20 no speaking. E ele tirou...
Olha, atentamente.
Parece que ele tirou 12, 13, sabe?
Ah,
Eu fiquei sentido, porque ele ralou comigo. Olha o tanto de speaking que ele fez.
é um monte.
Ele fez um monte de speaking comigo. Aí eu falei pra ele, você precisa estudar reading and listening. E falou, Estica, não vai dar tempo. E foi o que pegou ele.
Nossa. É que
Coitado.
essa é a questão. Você tem que estudar o TOEFL inteiro, né? Não
Todo.
adianta a gente achar que...
Tudo. Então, assim, eu costumo acertar. E você precisa de 79? É muito provável que você consiga. Entendeu? É bastante provável. O que vai determinar se você vai conseguir, Ana? Se você conseguir respirar fundo e pau na máquina. Porque você vê que é difícil, mas não é impossível não. Não é possível não. Tem gente que tira mais do que a máxima que eu dei pra eles. Não é? É o que eu te disse, tirar 100 é muito difícil. É muito improvável você tirar 100. Mas é
É,
possível.
não, também acho.
É possível até que você tire os 84, sabe? É possível. É possível. Mas segundo a minha avaliação, considerando o nervosismo da prova, essa seria a nota que eu acredito que você vai tirar. E é provável que você consiga a nota. Mas você precisa descansar e precisa ficar calmo. Se possível, amanhã, deixa até seus treinos de doutorado de fora. Vai assistir séries, se possível em inglês, que é bom. É um estudo inconsciente.
Ontem à noite eu assisti um filme assim, em inglês, legenda em inglês, porque eu estava já cansada.
Isso.
Acho que amanhã à noite eu vou fazer isso também.
E fica calma, porque assim, o que você tinha que fazer, você fez. Vai sair com seu marido. Se possível, vai até pra Ceilândia, pra casa dele, se ele for ficar em casa. Curtir o maridão.
Não, ele falou até que ele vai vir pra cá, sabe?
Ó,
Mas aí eu já tô pensando em sair por aqui, alguma coisa assim. Né?
isso. Ó, caminho no parque. Faça alguma coisa que relaxe sua mente. Porque agora você precisa dela de boa. Antes você precisava assar ela. E você assou ela. Agora é hora de deixar descansar um pouquinho. Dormir bem antes do dia da prova. Não consigo dormir. O que eu vou fazer? Sei lá, tipo, assiste alguma coisa ou lê algum livro chato. Que te dá
Eu comprei até
sono.
um chazinho de maracujá, de camomila pra tomar, pra tentar dormir tranquilo.
Durma. Quanto melhor você dormir, melhor. Aí no dia da prova toma um cafezinho, ou alguma coisa que te acorde. Chega mais cedo, você precisa assinar umas coisinhas lá, pra você sentir o ambiente. Eles vão te dar algumas indicações do que você tem que fazer, que você não pode fazer. Você vai fazer onde? Sudoeste?
Sudoeste,
Isso. Aí eles vão te levar pra uma salinha lá. Eles vão, se possível, chegue antes. Aí na hora de sair da salinha de instrução, se você quiser começar logo, se você estiver ansiosa, enfia na frente de todo mundo, seja mal educada mesmo. Dane-se, que aí você é a primeira a começar, entendeu? Eu fui o último a começar, foi bom, porque na hora que eu tava no meu break, nos 10 minutos de break, eu ficava ouvindo as respostas dos outros. Sério, foi muito bom.
É mesmo?
Foi muito bom. Eu fiquei ouvindo as respostas dos outros. Eu fiquei lá de boa, assim, olhando pra tela, como quem não quer nada, menino, como quieto, né? Aí eu fiquei ouvindo, aí eu sabia a primeira e segunda pergunta pelas respostas de 3.
Olha que interessante, deixa eu pensar
Na hora
nisso.
que, na hora que os 3 terminaram de responder, eu falei, eles vão perguntar sobre viagem e eles vão perguntar sobre se eu concordo ou discordo de uma frase. E eu não sabia que o TOEFL tinha mudado, porque mudou esse ano. Ou ano passado. Eu não sabia que o TOEFL tinha mudado. Eles vão perguntar alguma coisa a respeito de pais, como eles perguntaram, carreira dos filhos e a relação com os pais, e eles vão perguntar alguma coisa a respeito de viagem. Tinha uma menina que respondeu sobre montanha, outro respondeu sobre um safari, e outro respondeu sobre montanha também. Eu falei,
Ai, que interessante.
a minha resposta foi sobre montanha, eu gabaritei.
Tá vendo? E aí você falou que no intervalo você foi pro banheiro e falou um pouco de inglês, falou, né, as coisas, assim, foi
Isso, aí
isso?
no intervalo não tinha ninguém. Aí eu comecei a me apresentar para mim mesmo. My name is Teacher Stika, I come from Minas Gerais, I'm here to take my TOEFL, para aquecer um pouquinho, sabe? Se tinha alguém no banheiro me achou louco, mas eu gabaritei o TOEFL e ele,
Não interessa.
né? E ele que está.
Ai, não, pois é.
Ok, assim, você fez um excelente trabalho, parabéns. Você evoluiu absurdamente.